Greetings, Sammy Joka from Washington, D.C. area. When no one in the entire world, no one in the US, no one in Russia, no one in Ukraine even suspected or doubted this, I told the world, as you can see in the videos in my YouTube channel, or if you go to my Facebook, I told the world 6 things about Prigozhin that would happen soon, and no one believed me. A lot of my Russian and Ukrainian friends and US friends, friends from US who have interest about this topic, told me that it looks like interesting topic, but they didn't believe that will come true. Well, all 6 predictions I made about Prigozhin came to be exactly as I predicted, because I know what I'm talking about. I said Prigozhin will very soon grow too big for his shoes based on his success as having in Ukraine. And it did. I said 6-7 months ago in that same video that the Russian generals are gonna grow very jealous about him because he's being more successful with his mercenaries in Ukraine than the entire Russian army. And it happened to be true. I said that Prigozhin is gonna shoot very high the moment he will realize that he has grown so popular among the Russians, and his name was mentioned all over the world, that he'll shoot for a high position to replace the Kremlin generals, and that he will even look to take Putin's place. And that became true. I said he is going to revolt and rebel against Kremlin, but he's going to always maintain that he is only against the bureaucrats who run the army, but not against Putin. He's going to try to play his cards safe, that he, in fact, is serving Putin, and Russia is not against Putin, but is against Putin's men who run the Russian army. It happened to be true, and I said in my video 4, 5, 6 months ago that Putin is gonna eliminate him, and that is exactly what happened. Ladies and gentlemen, whoever listened to this video, I know my English is not perfect. I know some of my words you do not even understand what the heck I'm saying, but in general, you know what I'm talking about, and you should pay very good attention to what I say, because governments all over the world are run by the most incompetent people, and they make big mistakes, and the biggest mistake we are making now is stirring up the war in Ukraine. Who all the world is those who stay silent, they are aiding the war. Those who participate, they are aiding the war. India and China, by taking Russian side, they are aiding the war. Europe and US and whoever is supporting Ukraine, they are aiding the war. Everyone has something at stake. Everyone sees some interest. All of them are terribly wrong. And trust me, the world will see. This war will accomplish nothing but disaster and pain and suffering, not only for Ukrainian, not only for Russian young soldiers, but for the entire world. Why? I tell you why. First, let me tell you that leaders all over the world are the most incompetent amongst the intelligent people of any nation, and they are the most evil ones. You cannot get in politics unless you are dishonest and use your dishonesty for gain, pretending to be the most trustworthy person, the person who has at heart the interest of his nation and of his people, while in fact is only one interest they have, the interest, their own personal interest. Of course, anyone would like their nation and their people more than other nations, but they don't even serve 100% the interest of their nations or their own people. And they make big mistakes because they are all hollow brains, stupid, incapable minds. Let's go, for example, what shall I take? Oh, let's talk about the mugshot, the arrest of the former president Donald Trump in Georgia. You know what? The president might have done something very wrong, or might not have done anything wrong at all. Maybe he doubted the election. Maybe he didn't. Let's not focus if Trump did anything wrong or not. I don't give a shit, and I don't care if Trump or Biden wins the White House. But let's say Trump either aided, inspired and motivated those people who supposedly attacked the Congress. I don't believe they did. And they didn't vandalize anything, but that's not for me to say. Let's say he did that. He motivated them, and he encouraged them, and he did nothing to stop it. It's not for me to know the truth about that, and I don't care. Let's say he did that and did this crime, and he deserves to be punished for that, so the other presidents don't do this. Let's believe that. But they arrested him and took his mugshot, whatever that's called, now that he's running for president. Why they're doing that? This is politically motivated. We should have left that behind as a nation. We should never talk about that. It doesn't bring pride to us, and I think everyone understood, whoever might have Putin's idea and believes that he can do as he pleases to forcefully keep himself as a president of the United States. We know that that is not going to work here, for now at least. But we did this now to make him look weak, to make him or people in our nation who love him and adore him to realize that he is a criminal, he is a thug. Stupid idiots who did that. Because now even a lot of people from the Democrats, I'm not talking those who are undecided. I'm talking for the Democrats. Democrats usually have the support of people who have problems with the law. Poor, black people, even if they have in their families people who have rised up to the government, to lead the government, like Donald Trump, Obama, they have a lot of relatives who have suffered from the unequal treatment they get in America. They don't trust the police. They don't trust the legal system. Guess what? Now they see Donald Trump being one of them, you idiots. They're gonna support him. And rightfully so. And I agree with them. So these idiots who makes this politics or this arranges these things for political gains, being idiots, they're gonna lose. And better so. So it's everywhere. It's the same thing. People make mistakes all the time, but the biggest mistakes in the world are made by those who lead the world. And now let's go to the war in Ukraine. Why I think and why I believe the entire world is wrong. Whose side first do I take in this war? I am with Ukraine. I am with Zelensky. I want the nation of Ukraine to be completely free, totally liberated. Yes, I want that. But can we achieve this, and at what cost? I think there are some evil forces behind this, and the highest price is gonna get paid by the Ukrainian people, is getting paid. Russia is paying a hefty price, so is the entire world. But let's say that we're gonna keep, when I say we, I mean the West, I mean Europe and US. Let's say we're gonna keep supplying Ukrainians with whatever they need, not only to defend themselves, but to kick the Russians out of Ukraine. And I don't mean only that area, Donetsk, whatever it's called, but also out of Crimea, that was lost and could have been Russian forever if this war didn't start. Let's say we're gonna give them all they need. Weapons, munitions. Guess what? If we believe that Ukraine is gonna be able to really liberate all parts of Ukraine, you have to be very naive to believe that Russia is gonna accept that. And if Russia is not gonna accept that, then why, I want to say the fuck, but maybe any underage person might come across my video, then why the hell they have nukes? If they have arms, and they are armed to the teeth, and a country like Ukraine is able to kick them out, and they are not living peacefully, but they are kicked out, of course they're gonna use nukes. Of course they're gonna nuke, if not America and China and Argentina and South Africa, if they, and not even Europe, England or Germany or where have you, even if they nuke only Ukraine, the entire world is gonna pay the price of diseases, of cancer, of all death and destruction is not gonna remain there. We have Chernobyl, whatever that happened some 30 some years, 40 some years ago. And even Albania, far away, people, kids were being born with diseases, let alone if that happened now all over Ukraine. That will happen very well all over Germany. So, please, you idiots, even if it is the smallest chance, 1% chance that Kremlin will use weapons of mass destruction in Ukraine if they are defeated, we have to act on that 1% and not on the 99% that they will not use them. We have to take care of this world, of people that are not yet born, of children that need to be raised. What are we going to do if there is a crazy man in Kremlin, be it Lavrov, whatever his name is, or Putin or whoever, and they might rightfully so, if they are defeated with shame, they might resort to using nuclear weapons? Is this what we need? We don't need this. Do we need to see Ukraine if we mean good for Ukraine and we're not looking for our own interest? Yes, we do. There should be options on the table, especially now. Russia has learned the lesson. Russia would not have gone to war with Ukraine had they known that they will not take whatever they needed to take in days. They would not have started this war if they knew this is going to last this long. They started it because they believed it will be like Georgia all over again, or what they did in Crimea some 10 years, I don't know, ago. Now they have learned the lesson. It's not good for Russia. They don't care. They don't want Ukraine no more. Because even if they invade the entire Ukraine, they know it's going to be costly. It's going to be thousands times more worse than Chechnya, which already have been. So they need an excuse. They need a pretext. Give Russia something to be proud about leaving Ukraine. Leaving even Crimea, shit with that for Russia. It's not good no more. It didn't work. Maybe it might work sometime in the future. We don't know how things go. Maybe Ukrainian and Russian tomorrow or 100 years from now will become one again. We don't care. Give Russia something Russia cannot turn down to leave Ukraine. And the fucking white Europeans have to learn not to kill anymore each other. All they have done from Roman times or Greco-Albanians of Alexander the Great is only kill each other, and that's what we're doing. We have to stop this shit. We don't stop this shit by fighting. So please, whoever comes across this video, raise your voice wherever you can. This is not going to work. It's not good for Russia. It's not good for Ukraine. It's not good for Europe. It's not good for the world. This war has to stop. Russia needs to pull back on its own and not kicked out by Western weapons and Ukrainian blood. No. They have to leave, and they have to leave proudly, but they have to be given something, and the world, and US, and America, and Europe. They have plenty to offer, and what they will offer Russia will be less costly than all we are offering now. And it will be less costly if we save even one Ukrainian child from now on, and one young Russian soldier from now on, because everything is shedding blood in vain for some evil, sinister forces behind the scene. Thank you very much. God bless you all, and peace all over the world. Sami Joka, Washington, D.C.